Hello, animal lovers, and welcome back to OFL Meet My Pet. I'm Katie, and I love animals. I love scaly animals, I love furry animals, I love animals with feathers. My home is filled with all kinds of pets, and I'm all about taking care of animals. Each week, I'm bringing you a member of my home zoo, and then challenging you to share yours. Today, I'd like you to meet Kevin. Kevin is a panther chameleon. As you can see, panther chameleons, and especially males like Kevin, are known for their beautiful bright colors. There are over 150 species of chameleons, some large and brightly colored like Kevin, some as tiny as your fingernail. Chameleons are primarily native to Africa, as well as some small areas in Asia and Europe. Panther chameleons are originally from the island of Madagascar. More than half of the known species of chameleons in the world are found only in Madagascar. Panther chameleons are native to the northeastern part of the island, where they live in the dense, leafy treetops of the forest there. Panther chameleons can get to be up to 18 inches long, and males are generally larger and more brightly colored than females. As you can see, though, it's unusual for their tails to be fully outstretched. Chameleons use their tails to grip branches, and when they aren't using it, they keep it neatly curled up. Chameleons are fragile and sensitive, and they're not a good lizard for beginners. Kevin here is a special case. He's extremely outgoing, and often chooses to reach out and climb onto my hand when I open his cage. Panther chameleons tend to be friendlier than some other breeds, but with rare exceptions, chameleons are a look-don't-touch pet. They also don't live as long as some other lizards, often only 3 to 7 years. You need to make sure that their living conditions are perfect so that they can be as healthy as possible. A screened-in enclosure like this one is good for chameleons. They need good ventilation so air can move in and out while still maintaining the warm temperatures that they would have in the wild. A tall enclosure is recommended because chameleons are built for life in the trees, and they need to climb constantly to stay strong and healthy. As with most lizards, they need both a hot spot to bask in and areas to cool off in, and the freedom to move between them to regulate their temperature. During the day, they need temperatures ranging from 75 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and at night you can allow the enclosure to cool to around 70. They also need moisture in the air, around 50% humidity. Like other lizards, chameleons need UVB rays to keep their bones strong. Lizards who don't get UVB rays, or enough calcium, can develop a painful condition called metabolic bone disease. Dust their food with calcium powder with vitamin D3 and provide them with a UVB bulb to keep them healthy. Panther chameleons need lots of vines and branches. Their feet are built specifically to make them incredible climbers. They're very strong, and they hold on to anything they can grasp with all 4 feet and their tail, easily moving among the branches. They don't move as well on flat surfaces, and climbing on screen can damage their claws, so offer things for them to grab all the way around their cage. Chameleons use their tails kind of like a safety belt. As they climb from branch to branch, they will keep the tip of their tail looped around one branch so that if they lose their grip, they can catch themselves. They will not release their tail until they are securely holding on to the new branch. When they're resting, they curl up their tails neatly, making it less likely that a predator can grab them. One kind of funny consequence of their climbing instinct is that they have adapted to drink water as it drips from above on leaves. If you give them a stream of water, they might try to grasp it and climb it, and they will typically not go to the ground to drink from a dish. An inexpensive dripper like this is the solution. It will help them find their water and drink. You can also use a sprayer to mist their cage frequently. The word chameleon is often used to mean someone who can change to blend in with their surroundings, and that's exactly what chameleons can do. They can place themselves on a branch and let their color settle to green and arrange their bodies so that they look like just another leaf. Unlike in the cartoons, though, chameleons don't change in a flash to match any background. They shift their colors only when it's useful, or when they're feeling a strong emotion. Chameleons will turn dark if they're cold so they can soak up more heat from the sun. They will also fire up very bright colors to show dominance or to show off to females. This is a picture of Kevin from the day we brought him home. He was very stressed from the car ride and from being in a new place, so his response was to become much more green to blend in among leaves. Chameleons are incredible hunters, and their entire body is equipped with tools to help them find, stalk, and catch their prey. Their eyes are amazing. Chameleons can do something that very few other animals can do. Some animals, like humans, have forward-facing eyes. We look at what's in front of us, and our brain combines the information from both eyes into a single picture. Some animals, such as rabbits, chickens, or fish, have eyes on either side of their head, so each eye sees something completely different at all times. Chameleons can do a bit of both. Their eyes are set on the sides of their heads, and not only do they stick out, but they can turn in all directions, giving them 360-degree vision. They can scan in 2 totally different directions, keeping an eye out for danger and for possible food. When they notice something they want to eat, they will use both eyes to look at it so that they can accurately hit their target. You'll notice that one of Kevin's eyes looks different than the other. We noticed too, and we took him to the vet to make sure he was okay. We ended up taking him to Cornell University to see a reptile ophthalmologist. It turns out that Kevin was born with his eye like this. All of the structures inside are smaller than on the other side. He seems to still be able to see out of it, and it doesn't keep him from being able to hunt. But things like this are why it's so important to pay close attention to your animals and to check with a professional when something seems wrong or something changes. Once a chameleon spots its prey, it still has to catch it, and they have a super cool way of doing that. Chameleon tongues are really incredible and complex. When a chameleon sees something it wants to eat that's out of reach, it can send its tongue out on a mission to get it. A chameleon's tongue can stretch to many times longer than its head. Super strong muscles in the chameleon's mouth contract, shooting the tongue forward. The tip of the tongue is sticky, and it's also muscular, allowing it to grab onto prey. Once a meal is trapped, the chameleon pulls its tongue back into its mouth and chews and swallows its food. Now it's your turn to tell the Onondaga Free Library community all about your pet or favorite animal. You just learned about all the tools that chameleons have that make them food-catching machines. This week, I challenge you to design an invention that would help your pet catch food. You can answer the prompt in a video, a drawing, with photos, or with writing, whatever you like. Send your response to info@oflibrary.org, and we will share some of them on our Facebook post. The summer reading program is bigger and better than ever this year. There are 3 levels, each with unique challenges and prizes. Students entering grades K through 5 can sign up for the Kids program. Students entering 6th grade through 12th grade can register for the Teen program, and anyone over 18 can participate in the Adult program. Summer reading launches on July 1st and runs all the way through August 31st. You can use the Read Squared app or website for easy tracking, or request a paper log from the library. Register online, log your reading, and visit the library to pick up prizes as you earn them. Just for reading for fun this summer, you can earn great prizes like Gannon's tokens, passes for mini golf, entries into fun raffles, and free books. The more you read, the more chances you have to win. In-person programming is back. Programs will be hosted outdoors for COVID safety in our garden and in Santaro Memorial Park and Kelly Brothers Memorial Park. We have too many fun programs to name them all here, but a few to look forward to include Fun Fridays in the parks, family story times, slime making, Pokemon, American Girl, story walks, exploring graphic novels with Matt Haggerty, our Read Woke Book Club, the Museum of Science and Technology, and the baby chicks are back this year. We will be hatching eggs right in the library, and you'll be able to watch from home on our live stream. For full details on all of our programs and services, be sure to visit our website and download the summer program guide. We're so excited to welcome you back and to bring you a summer full of tail-wagging, page-turning fun.